Welcome back to another Japanese for Morons Japanese breakdown lesson. I've been warned by my father that my typing is quite loud, so I'll try to keep the banging on the keys a little bit softer. Today we're going to start off with a sentence number 5 in the series, and this sentence is uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. Please don't think about it, just repeat after me. This time we're going to go backwards. So as you can see here, we're going to go I'm highlighting the blue. If you can't read it, don't worry about it. Just repeat after me, okay? And then we'll break it down for you. Okay, let's get the mouth muscle memory in. And let's exercise the mouth muscle memory here. Okay, ready? Kudasai, 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 kudasai. Then we have kite, kudasai, kite, kudasai, kite, kudasai, kite, kudasai. Let's add ni kite kudasai, ni kite kudasai, ni kite kudasai. Let's add asobi ni kite kudasai, asobi ni kite kudasai, asobi ni kite kudasai. Let's add another ni asobi ni kite kudasai, ni asobi ni kite kudasai. And let's add the first word. Uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. 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 And what does that mean? Well, it means please come over to my house and play. Literally play, but that's not in the translation. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Now, a couple before someone jumps on my neck and says, "Hey, wait a minute, that's ie? I know that kanji. That's ie. That can be pronounced ie, uchi, and ka, among other pronunciations. As a word that stands on its own as just one kanji, it can be pronounced uchi or ie. The difference is a little bit like home and house. Uchi is your home, and ie is a house. But both pronunciations are fine. Though, of course, if you're talking about your own home, you would say, "Hey, come on over and play some and hang out with me sometimes." Uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. That's how we use it. Let's break down the other vocabulary. Ni is very similar to to when you're indicating any kind of motion between a verb and a noun. You use ni. Okay, it's a little bit like to. Another one that you can use is but we don't. It looks like he, the hiragana, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, asobu is the actual verb, but this time we're using the noun form. But just for your reference, please learn the verb asobu. Asobu, which means let's have fun, let's play. Now, unlike English, where asobu is usually a children's verb, it can be used with adults as well. So when you want to go have fun with your buddies, you can say asobi ni ikimasu, asobi ni kite kudasai. Asobi is the noun form, and the way it stands on its own as a noun. It's a little bit like the ing, like the gerund in English, and we've done that before in the past by adding no to a verb. It also turns it into a similar grammatical use of an ing, just to give you a frame of reference. But the way you form it is you can take any verb, and take any verb you want. I like, this is a really old book, but I'm sure you can find any collection of Japanese verb conjugation books, or you can just look online. I'm sure there's a bunch of sites that conjugate verbs for you. But what you want to do is first conjugate it to the MASU form. The MASU form is the most polite form, and it's what they teach you at all Japanese schools. One thing I don't like about proper Japanese teachers is that they always teach you the MASU form. They call it the MASU K. K in this case doesn't mean K like the letter K. It means form, and it's K-E-I. K. Anyway, the MASU K is the most polite form, and it's what they teach you in all Japanese schools. So instead of saying iku, which means go, or kuru, which means come, they'll teach you ikimas, which is go polite form, or kimas, which is come the polite form. Or instead of saying taberu, which is to eat, they will teach you tabemasu. So would you like to eat? Tabemasu ka? They'll teach you that form. Instead of just taberu, which is very casual but very common. And I remember when I first got out into the wild of real Japan, I was confused by the fact that very few people actually use the MASU form. Or maybe it wasn't that very few people use it, but just so many people use the non-MASU form that it became confusing for me. And I couldn't understand many things until I figured out, oh, they're using just the regular verb. Then, yeah, the other thing was they wouldn't even teach you the regular verb. They would just teach you the mas form. So I learned tabemas and ikimas and kimas before I learned taberu and kuru and iku, which is annoying, right? You would think you would learn the basic verb first. Anyway, get back to this verb. The verb today is asobu, which is to play. Asobi is the noun form of asobu, and the way you form it is by making the mas form, right? This is let's make this very clear. This is the mas form. Okay, so drop the mas form. So to make a noun, sorry, it's too loud. Drop the mas and, should I whisper too? And you get asobi. See? You get asobi. And that's a noun. Let's do it again just for practice. Nomu is drink, a good verb to know. Nomu. So then the mas form is nomimas. Nomimas. Right? Drop the mas form and get nomi. There you go. Okay. So nomimasu is the mas form of nomu. Right? Drop the mas and get nomi. And that's the noun form, which is the noun form. Noun form of nomu, which is akin to drinking. And make sure you can see this. I'll just drop that there. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to our original sentence, which is uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. Remember that ni indicates movement. And we have another one there because we're saying come play. So come to my house and come and play. Asobi ni. So we often have this pair of adding the ni to the noun form. For example, nomu, the noun form is nomi. So you could say nomi ni kimasu. More common would be nomi ni ikimasu. I'm going to go drinking. So let's look at that. Iku is the verb to go. Oh, let's back up. I'm sorry. Let's finish up this. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's finish up the sentence. The sentence was uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. What is kite? Kite is a great verb. It is one of the few exception verbs in Japanese. What I mean by that is there are three groups of, don't worry about remembering all this, but just know that there are three groups of verbs in Japanese, three basic groups. And group 3 consists of only 2 members, and those members are suru and kuru. And they conjugate differently. They conjugate in ways that you just have to learn. You have to memorize. Kuru becomes kimasu. You would think it'd be kurimasu or kumasu or something, but it's not. It's kimasu. So kuru becomes kimasu. And in this case, the te form, remember the te form is the polite command form. To come would be, if you want to tell someone, come here, you would say kite, 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 kite. Kite kudasai. Kudasai means please. Kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. Please come. So please come to do some fun, to do some asobi, to have some fun, to my house. One more time. Please kudasai. Come, kite. To play. Asobi ni. To my house. Uchi ni. Uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. And while we're on the subject, I'll teach you something that I'm sure will pop up later in these group of lessons, but let's just introduce it to you because you may know it, and if you don't, it's just a nice must-know expression. Let's talk about iku, as I just mentioned before. Iku is to go. Iku. The polite form or the mas form is ikimasu. Ikimasu. And the te form, I should just write that there. The te form there, right? This is te form of iku, which is can be used, not always, but can be used as a polite command. Do that. So instead of say kite kudasai, itte kudasai, that would be go please. Itte kudasai. It wouldn't mean like go, like get out of here. It could be just go ahead, yeah, go, it's okay. Itte kudasai, you should go, kind of thing. Anyway, we combine both go and come into the set phrase, and Japanese is full of set phrases. Some might even say they're cliches, and you might think it'd be kind of boring to be repeating the same thing again and again, but in Japanese, it's considered polite to use these set phrases. I think maybe it makes everyone feel comfortable because everyone understands it. Of course, they do have puns based on these, but you must know the set phrases. One of the biggest ones is ittekimasu. Ittekimasu, which means literally, I'll be back. I'm going out now, but I'll be back. And this is when you leave your house. You can't say it. You can't say it if you leave a store and you say I'll come back another time. No, it means I'm going and I'll probably be back very soon. Probably the same day. But I suppose if you go on a trip or something, yeah, you could use that too. But anyway, you wouldn't say it if you went to the grocery store. It would be really strange. So you use it for your house. When you leave your house, or if you're at your office, I suppose, and you're just going out to get something and you're going to be back really quick, you would say ittekimasu. I wouldn't use it to go to the bathroom though. Okay, so you're going to go out, run an errand, do something, come back. Ittekimasu, 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 ittekimasu. And the proper response to that would be itte rasshai, itte rasshai, which it literally says go and you're welcome. Rasshai, go and you're welcome, right? But conversational, it's like, okay, have fun, see you later, have a good day, that kind of thing. Okay, so one more time, ittekimasu, itte rasshai. These are pairs that you should learn. Okay, kind of a long one today, but a lot of ground was covered. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it. Please do drop me a thumbs up at the bottom of this video, and let me know if you have any questions or anything, or if you anything at all. I welcome your comments. I really thrive off your interaction, so I look forward to that. Thanks a lot. Off to the strange animation video. See you later.